So first quarter adjusted revenue, it did meet estimates. It seems like a lot of the focus, a lot of the enthusiasm here, Gil, is what they see when it comes to cloud infrastructure revenue at $18 billion in 2026.
And more importantly, they laid out a path where Oracle Cloud, I'm going to have to reread it to make sure, it gets to 144 billion within 4 or 5 years. That would be a massive business that would be in line with some of the hyperscalers. So we're going to have to make sure that we understand what those numbers refer to. But that's what investors are getting excited about, is a roadmap for Oracle Cloud to become almost all of Oracle's business. And that's a huge step forward. It has to include a lot more business from OpenAI, from Stargate, from Microsoft, maybe from Amazon and Google as well, in order to make sense of that. But that's what investors are impressed with right now.
Yeah, and just to kind of put a finer point on that, Gil, we're talking about a company right now generating annual revenue in the $60 billion range. It says that its infrastructure revenue alone will grow 77% to $18 billion this fiscal year, jump to $32 billion, then to $73 billion, then to $114 billion, and then to $144 billion over the subsequent 4 years. That's a phenomenal growth rate, particularly for a company of this maturity and of this size. When you look at where that spending is coming from, Gil, where is that spending coming from?
Really, at the base of it, it's all of us using ChatGPT more. The more we all use AI capabilities, the more advanced capabilities are very compute intensive. So all the providers of those capabilities, which right now is primarily Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic, are booking ahead a lot of capacity. Some of it is through Microsoft, which is then going ahead and booking it through Nebius and CoreWeave. And some of it is directly from those OpenAI through Stargate. So, but really, all it boils down to is we are using AI so much more that it's giving all these companies the confidence to book out capacity, compute capacity 4 or 5 years out. And Oracle has done a fantastic job of ramping up its capacity and being able to commit to even that much more capacity within the next 4 or 5 years, that they're getting a lot of these contracts.
And you take a look at some of the comments from the CEO of Oracle coming through, saying that Oracle signed 4 multi-billion-dollar contracts with 3 different customers in the first quarter, adding it was an astonishing quarter and demand for Oracle Cloud infrastructure continues to build. But there's a bigger question here, if you want to be pessimistic, that we could be seeing an overbuilding here when it comes to some of the infrastructure. That is one of the bearish cases that comes up when it comes to some of these names. Is that something that you put much stock in, that concern?
Oh, absolutely. So let's not forget, there's a huge competition, right? Those hyperscalers, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, are competing for data center capacity. We have CoreWeave, Nebius, Lambda, Crusoe competing for data center capacity. And now they're also competing for capital. We're not going to build out this capacity with equity dollars. Most of the dollars that are going to go into this CapEx are going to be debt dollars. And right now, there's going to be an explosion of demand for debt capital to fund these data centers. So a lot of competition for data center buildings, for the electricity that goes into them, for the capital that's required to build them out. So these projections are very rosy, and they're saying that they're already in their backlog, but it's unclear that all these data center builders can build all this capacity all at once and have availability for those scarce resources.